What if you could travel through time? Not just a few years or a few centuries, but eons. What if you could step into a machine and watch the rise and fall of civilizations, the slow march of geology, and the birth and death of stars? We tend to think of Earth as it is now, a vibrant, living world. But this is just one snapshot in an immense cosmic story. Every living thing, every mountain, every ocean has an end. This is a journey to that end. We are going to travel into the deep future, not to see what might have been, but to witness the final chapters of our planet's epic tale. We are going to see a world that is completely unrecognizable and find out if humanity has a future beyond it. Our journey begins in a future that is almost within reach. 10,000 years from now, Antarctica will change forever. The eastern ice sheet, the largest single block of ice on Earth, will collapse. Scientists predict that when the subglacial basin beneath it gives way, the entire ice sheet could vanish into the ocean. The result? Sea levels rise by 3 to 4 meters. Cities like New York, London, and Shanghai would be underwater. The coastlines we know today will be unrecognizable. But here's the twist. Humanity may not even be here to see it. If civilization doesn't survive long enough, there may be no one left to face this crisis. Travel forward another 10,000 years to the year 20,000. The world you know will be a world of ghosts. None of the current languages, not even English, will be recognizable. Future languages will only contain about 1% of the core vocabulary words of their present-day counterparts. It would be like trying to understand Latin without a translator. By 50,000 years, the Earth will have cooled. We will be deep in a new glacial period, a new ice age. Glaciers will have reshaped the landscape and famous landmarks will be gone. Niagara Falls, for example, will have completely eroded into Lake Erie. Interestingly, a full day on Earth will also have increased by 1 second at this point. So much more time for activities. Now we are traveling into the distant future. In 100,000 years, a supervolcano may erupt. Yellowstone in the US or Toba in Indonesia could release enough ash to block sunlight for years. We've seen smaller examples. In 1815, Mount Tambora erupted in Indonesia and global temperatures dropped. Crops failed and famine spread worldwide. Imagine that, but 100 times worse. A nearby star called Betelgeuse will have exploded into a supernova by this time. It will be so bright that it will be visible from Earth even during the daytime. But will humanity still be here to see it? By this point, our civilization will have likely settled throughout the solar system. This also means that if populations on different planets have remained separate, humans may have evolved into other species adapted to their specific world. We are now at 1 million years into the future, Glaciers will have returned, covering much of Earth in ice. Continents will have shifted slightly. Our world map will no longer match today's. Rivers like the Amazon will have carved entirely new paths. Mountains like the Himalayas will look different. New species will dominate the planet, just as mammals replaced dinosaurs. In 10 million years, a massive asteroid impact is expected. The last extinction-level asteroid killed the dinosaurs 65 million years ago. Earth will face such threats again. Whether humans will be here to defend against it is a mystery. We are now traveling into a future so distant that the continents will have rearranged themselves completely. In 50 million years, Africa will crash into Europe, closing off the Mediterranean Sea. A new mountain range will rise where Italy, Greece, and Turkey once were. The collision will create a new mountain range between the two landmasses, a range that may include a mountain taller than Mount Everest. At the same time, the Canadian and American Rockies will have eroded entirely. Even the Hawaiian Islands will be completely below the water. In a cosmic event, Mars will collide with its moon, resulting in it developing a ring system like Saturn's. It's a reminder that even our closest neighbors are in a state of constant, dramatic change. In about 100 million years, all of Earth's continents will be fused together like the ancient supercontinent Pangaea. This time, it will be called Pangaea Ultima. But don't get too attached to it, because in another 400 to 500 million years, it will separate again. Our planet is a living, breathing entity that is constantly remaking itself. In 500 million years, carbon dioxide levels will drop so much that plants can no longer survive. Photosynthesis will fail. Without plants, oxygen levels collapse. Higher life forms, animals, humans, maybe even advanced civilizations, will die out. The Earth will still exist, but it will no longer be alive as we know it. We have now reached the final chapters. In 1 billion years, the sun grows hotter and brighter. Oceans boil away. Earth becomes a desert world. It will look more like Venus than the blue planet we know today. In 5 billion years, the sun swells into a red giant, expanding to engulf Mercury and Venus. Earth may be swallowed too. If not, its surface will be scorched, its atmosphere burned away. At this point, Earth's story ends. But here's the real question. Does our story end with Earth? If humanity survives long enough, if we become a spacefaring civilization, our future may stretch beyond this planet. Mars, distant exoplanets, or even other galaxies could carry our legacy forward. Earth will one day die, but maybe, just maybe, our story won't. The future is vast, and Earth's end is written in the stars. But what happens to us is still in our hands.